Hey everybody, welcome back to my little channel here. A little short video today on how to get that carburetor out of this 99 Harley Dyno Wide Glide. And it'll pretty much work for every big twin that's carbureted. So hang around, check it out. Okay, to keep this video from being super long, I went ahead and I've done a few things already. First thing I did was the choke. You can see how this bracket is notched, and there's a nut right here on the back. You just loosen that nut, and it slips right out. Okay, that's the first thing I did. So let's move back around to the other side. Okay, the next thing you do is kind of obvious. I mean, you take off the shiny parts, right? You know, the air filter cover. Uh, the next thing you're going to do, get the air filter off. All right, so it sits up here like this, held in by 3 screws. Pop that off. There's your carburetor. All right, so once that's done, you got to get in here, remove the fuel line. All right, I've already got the clamp off of it. It's one of those ignorant clamps. And you have to get the throttle cables off of it. There's 2 of them. It's open and close. And the first thing you do before you do that is you have to loosen these adjusters right here. Okay. There we go. So you back off of the lock nuts. There's one of each one. And you back off on the adjuster here. Okay. And that gives you slack so you can get those lines of the cables there off of this. All right. So that's where we're going to start. All right. So these are 3/8. So this one came loose. Got the slack in this one. This one, however, being a bit of a butthead, so I'm having to bring a little bit of violence. I don't want to ruin the table, okay, cable. I don't want to crush it. I have no intentions of having to replace the cable. That's not part of this project, so I'm gonna have to clamp down on it ever so slightly. It's trying to turn. It's twisting the entire cable. Okay, so it's twisting it down here. Can't have that. So I'm trying to clamp it right here without damaging it. The cable with this pristine factory paint job on this gas tank. Okay, let's see what happens. No, it's just not going to break loose. All right, I'm going to have to fight it down here then. I've got one of them loose, but this one just being a little bit of a pig. So let's go back down and try to get it off with only one of them loosened. All right, I fully expect this to fight me, but we'll see. And that, or the other option, if I can get that bracket off. Full with not a lot of room to get a screwdriver in there, but I'm going to give it a shot. I know y'all probably can't see, but it's tight up in here. Not sure what that was. All right, we're still going. Oh, no, I'm gonna have to get the cables off because of that. That's gonna be tough to get off on. Yeah, let's fight these cables. This one should not be a problem. But you know, I should never say that. Let's start back here. Change of plans. Let me see if I can pop the carburetor off real quick. There's a vacuum line. This is only held in by a rubber boot right here on the intake manifold. There's no clamp or anything, thank goodness. And there is no vacuum line. Oh, there it is right there. Right there. Is there any slack in that thing? That goes up to, pretty sure that goes up to the Vose. It's right there. All right, see if I can pop this thing off, or at least slide it out and give me some room. So the fuel line's off, the choke's just connected over there. There we go. All right, let me get that, let me pop that vacuum line off right quick. Come on off of there. All right, it's not want to cooperate, are you? No, that does not. All right. If I got some more room. Okay, yeah, let's see if I can get the throttle cables off right quick. See, this back one is the one I couldn't get the adjuster loose on. So if I've got any more. That is just not wanting to cooperate with me. See if I can pop that bracket off. I don't know if it. There we go. Kind of being a little bit careful here because, like I said, the paint on this bike is just pristine. The only time it left the garage is when it was being ridden words. And he took really good care of it. It's painfully obvious. No, not really painfully, but I'm into. There we go. Get it. Oh my, why is that in there so tight? Need to get a little more torque on that thing. You know, sometimes these things just battle you, you know what I mean? Oh my God, is that got red freaking Loctite in it? Is there a spot weld on that freaking little screw? All right, back at it. Had a little interruption there. Different approach. That thing is apparently welded in. I don't know. It won't come out. And I don't want to. I don't want to strip that screw head out. So back doing it this way. I just got this one popped out. So let's do this one. And the key, you've got to remember them out. You've got to remember which one goes. So you slide it up through that slot. That one's out. Slot right here. There's a spring in here. I need to get out of the way. So the way I'm going to remember which one goes is the one with the spring goes on the back. Now it's this line right here I got to pop off. And we got us on a carburetor. Ugh. I don't think this carburetor's ever been off. It's the only thing that's got me held in there. It's got to feed the clutch through and we can get it out. That does not go. There is no Vos on this bike. Okay. No Vos. Alright. There we go. Alright, feed this clutch line through. Clutch. Choke through. Reach around the other side and guide it. Whoa. There we go. One carburetor. Alright, there you go. So I get it. Let me get y'all down in here real quick. And that's how these carburetors are held in. Oops. That rubber gasket right there. And it looks like I don't know if y'all can see that. Trying to get a light here. See that right there? Source, is that a back? I think that thing's leaking there. Bet it is. It's just barely even on there. kids, we might have found a problem. I don't know how well y'all can see that, but it is, let's see. I bet that's, we're sucking in air. Yeah, because that's not even up on the manifold. It's just laying there. See how this slides back over this intake? This is not. Well. I'm gonna pull the bowl off anyway, but I found the culprit. Anyway, that's how you get a carburetor off one of these things. And as always, don't need crap get down in there. Alright, so there you go. Appreciate y'all watching. Hit like and subscribe for me. I would appreciate it. Peace.